From high atop Healthcare Hill in Central Maryland, this is BSN Headline News. Today's top story is the Bon Secours 2014 Employee Engagement Survey is coming April 21st through May 4th, and the theme this year is A World of Good Begins With You. And there's a lot to that. By now, you should know that Bon Secours has won the Gallup Great Workplace Award 3 years in a row. Well, we got there because of our great workforce. That's you. And you also know that our mission of being good help to those in need does not happen without our great workforce. So, all of our good help begins with you. Thus our theme, A World of Good Begins With You. Now, this year, as in the past, we want to know what you think. So here it comes, the Bon Secours Employee Engagement Survey. And here's how it works. First, all Bon Secours employees will receive instruction sheets outlining everything you need to know to make your opinions count. So watch for the instruction sheet coming soon. Then between April 21st and May 4th, take the time, follow the instructions, and complete the survey. The instruction sheet will include all of the survey questions, so there are no surprises, and the survey is completed by phone, 24 hours a day during the survey period, and it only takes about 5 minutes to complete. Did we mention the answers are completely confidential? Well, they are. So again, the Bon Secours Engagement Survey, coming April 21st through May 4th, 2014. Watch for details coming soon and plan to participate honestly and openly to help make Bon Secours a better place to work. Oh, and maybe we can keep our streak of being a great place to work. In other news, stewardship. Stewardship is one of the Bon Secours values, but it is also one of the major initiatives taking place within Bon Secours now. On March 28, 2014, CEO Rich Statuto published his regular Stewardship Program newsletter. Here are some of the highlights of that newsletter. The Stewardship Program is focused on quality, prosperity, and stewardship. Efforts to date have achieved fixed cost reductions and margin improvement while improving systemness, promoting effective use of resources, minimizing system-wide duplication, and improving overall services and quality. From a people development perspective, efforts include focus on how we work together, how we engage each other, and how we achieve success. Developing high-performing teams is a driving factor. The Stewardship Program includes 18 active initiative teams. Savings associated with the Stewardship Program during the fiscal year 2013 exceeded $64 million, bringing the first two-year cumulative savings total to over $120 million. For the first 6 months of fiscal year 2014, which ended February 28, 2014, the Stewardship Program achieved an additional $38.5 million in expense reduction and margin improvement. While all teams contributed to this 6-month achievement, primary drivers are revenue cycle, information services, dietary, clinical asset management, and facilities. Other topics covered in the newsletter include Medicare break-even, security, real estate, purchase services, and the Clinical Documentation Management Program. All in all, the newsletter is a good read for getting the scoop on the Stewardship Program and finding out how Bon Secours is improving our bottom line. If you haven't seen it yet, talk to your immediate supervisor for a copy or contact me via email. Finally, ICD10 codes implementation. You may recall that in January 2009, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services announced new regulations that are intended to facilitate the transition to electronic health records. Well, one of the requirements is the adoption of a new generation of diagnosis and procedure codes, the ICD10 codes. The new codes set, called the International Classification of Diseases 10th Revision, replaces the ICD-9-CM. The ICD-10 code set was originally scheduled for implementation on October 1, 2013. Well, that didn't happen, and the mandate was delayed to October 1, 2014. Now, stay with me. As it turns out, on March 31, 2014, the U.S. Senate approved legislation that again delays the ICD-10 implementation until October 1, 2015. The bill is expected to be signed into law by President Obama. Since 2010, Bon Secours has been working to implement this massive change in the coding system. All Bon Secours facilities are affected by the change. The delay will allow everyone, including Bon Secours, additional time to prepare for the eventual implementation of ICD-10. The ICD-10 Governance Steering Team is now reviewing and updating the timeline for Bon Secours based on the delay. Stay tuned. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned to this portal for future up-to-the-minute information on these and other stories on BSN Headline News. I'm Dave Schlachter. Thanks for joining us. BSN Headline News is a production of Bon Secours Productions and is solely responsible for its content.